I'm Doug with America's Best Restaurants, and we travel the country coast to coast to find restaurants that you should dine at on a weekly basis. We're in Dayton, Ohio, and this time we're going to change it up just a little bit. We're going straight to your sweet tooth. We're with the Cookieologist. This is Isaiah, the Cookieologist. We're at the window. This is a simple concept, but the cookies are out of this world. So Isaiah, what is the Cookieologist, man? How did this come about?
For the Cookieologist, we decided to go science route with it. It's the study of cookies. We want to make sure that we have a product that is high quality, that a lot of thought process has been put into it from a lot of mistakes and errors and things of that nature. Well, overall, we want to have a good cookie, a great cookie, a cookie that is more than a cookie. It's actually an experience for you.
So you took your culinary background and put a different twist on it. How did you come up with this whole idea?
Well, I was actually chefing for a restaurant in Dayton, actually before pandemic, and I was in an area near Wright State University where a lot of college kids were. And the thought process to myself has always been there's nothing open in Dayton past a certain time frame. And I said, what if I could come up with something that works for everyone in the late hours? Me being a chef, I got off work extremely late. So when I get off work, it's not too many options or choices to choose from. So I said, well, I want to be a part of the change. I want to be a part of something that brings the Dayton that's new, it's vibrant, that I feel is going to do really, really well. So I was already working on some cookie recipes for, just for work in general. And I said, hey, they had a drive-through window that they weren't using. I said, maybe I can use the drive-through window, and sell some cookies out here once the restaurant closes. And from there, it kind of took off. And we ended up down here on Brown Street.
Love it. All right, so we at least profile 3 different items every episode. We're going to do 3 or 4. We're profiling cookies. What are we going to look at?
Well, today we're going to look at some of our most popular cookies that we have on the menu. We have our Blue Dream, we have our Notorious Chip cookie, and we also have our Queen Bee. Those are 3 of the most popular cookies that we sell, and we sell a lot of those every day.
So when you come down here, what you do is you come up to the window, you get your cookie through the window, you even have your own milk.
Yes, we make our own milk.
Show it to us.
This is our nut milk alternative. So this is our Walnut Hazelnut milk right here. So we've actually seen a few of our customers that actually come to the window, they pick their cookies up, we sit in their car, and I started seeing them actually grabbing milk from underneath their seats. So I said, well, I gotta help them out some kind of way. Give them something that's just the same quality as the cookies are.
Milk and cookies, they go together like peanut butter and jelly, like anything else. So I tell you what, let's go inside, let's check this out, let's go check out the Cookieologist. We're inside. We're on the other side of the window. I feel like I'm now a VIP because I'm sitting next to Isaiah. So, all right, Cookieologist. You said 3 cookies. We have 3 cookies. Let's start with this one in front of you. Work from your right to left. What's cookie number 1?
So our first cookie here is our Blue Dream. Our Blue Dream is our white chocolate lavender cream cheese cookie. So this is a cookie that we kind of came up with we wanted to put fruit in some of our cookies. So this is one of our fruit-based cookies. It worked out really, really well. There's a hint of lemon zest that's on top of the cookie, and there's also some lemon in the cookie as well. So think lemon and blueberries go together pretty well, I would say, with a little bit of chocolate, right?
So hold on. So when the thought process comes about how you're going to make it, does it start with writing it down on paper, or does it turn into I'm just going to try it, let's see what it tastes, and then adjust it that way? What's the creation process?
The thought process usually, as a chef, you kind of have an idea of what kind of goes together from what you've used in your previous time frame. So you say, okay, what can go together? How's the texture going to be? What's it going to feel like? What is it going to taste like in your mouth? How's it going to break? Is it going to be too much water content in whatever you're using? So this is the whole thought process. There's been nights where I'm going to go 2 o'clock in the morning and a cookie idea comes to brain. And it's like, okay, I got to write this down and I got to figure out how I'm going to incorporate this flavor into this cookie. So it's more so about the flavor first, and then it says, okay, how do I put that flavor and compactly into something that they'll be able to actually chew.
See, I love hearing that though, because as a general civilian, I guess, you don't really think that much and everything. You're talking about texture and breakage and everything else. I just look at it and go, man,
it's a cookie.
Give me the cookie, but there's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah, we try to think everything through. All of our cookies, even from the name the background, the history of it. There's history in all the cookies. There's some kind of story behind each cookie. There's always a story. And that leads us into the next one, which is our brown sugar cookie. So I call it a sugar cookie for adults because I say that as far as like flavor profile of it, we use brown butter, we actually brown butter, and that enhances the nuttiness of the cookie, that enhances the background of it. You get those extra notes in the back of your tongue. It just makes for an overall better cookie than a sugar cookie. So it's the overall concept of it. This is something that I think everyone's more familiar with, right? It's our s'mores cookie. And it's one of the more popular cookies right now with the season being what it is. So we use our chocolate chip cookie base. Now with our chocolate chip cookies, we use 3 different kinds of chocolates. Okay. We use a dark chocolate, we use a semi-sweet, and we use a milk. Okay. And that's just to kind of cover all ranges of it. Because once you get a full profile of taste, it's more about the flavor of the cookie as opposed to the sugar in the cookie. So there's always, in our cookies, there's always more components as opposed to just sugar, So the chocolates really get a chance to stand out in that cookie. But we top it with graham cracker, with the Hershey's chocolate, and then with some marshmallows. And then we toast those up really good. So those do really, really well.
We're gonna enjoy some cookies here in a second. And then obviously here's the milk. So go in one more time.
So this one right here is our walnut hazelnut milk. Yeah, sure. Give it a good shake, and you're good to go. Yeah, it's our walnut hazelnut. Same concept. We sit here and we think about different flavors that go really well together, and try to come up with something that matches the cookie. So that's the whole point of it, a milk that works for the cookie itself. So.
That's good.
Yeah, we also have a pecan almond milk, and we do an oat milk right now. And so we have different flavors throughout the year. I think we've done a few this past year. We get like an orange sickle milk. But like I said, all these are alternatives. So they're always going to be the nuts, or they'll be oats. Somewhere along the line of that.
Love it. All right, so these are just 3 of the cookies. I'm sure there's a full selection. So you're in the Dayton area. If you live in the Dayton area, then you should be here on a weekly basis, easy, if not several times a week. Come up to the window, for heaven's sake. You're visiting the Dayton area, there's a lot that goes on because UD's right up the street. You've got college events, high school events. There's always people coming into the area. So if you're visiting Dayton, this is certainly a place that you can satisfy the old sweet tooth. And you're open late.
Yes, we're open until Wednesdays and Thursdays. We're open until 9 p.m. And Fridays and Saturdays open until 12 a.m. So the best way to place your order is to go to our website at the Cookieologist, dyt.com. Same kind of concept. You place your order ahead of time. They're baked to order. And then once they're ready to go, you meet us at this curbside pickup window right here. Call us. We'll meet you at the window with your hot-baked cookies.
And you guys are on social media as well?
Yeah, we're on Instagram, Cookieologist. And we're also on Facebook, Cookieologist, DYT.
Sounds good. And they also have a full listing right here on americasbestrestaurants.com. So it's time to grab some cookies, toast. It's time to eat. These are ours. There's only one way to satisfy your sweet tooth, and that's to get here when you're in Dayton. So, got my milk. It's time to wash the milk down with a cookie. Does that make sense? Usually it's you're washing the cookie down with milk. Never mind. I'm going to eat this. This is mine. Come down here and get yours. I'm out.